pipe bombs sent to Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, CNN offices, a bunch of other Democratic politicians and
Soros too, man.
as well. Yeah, Soros got a bomb. A bunch of people got bombs. Pipe bombs were sent to several prominent Democrats, including former President Barack Obama, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, setting off an intense investigation on Wednesday into whether a bomber is going after political figures vilified by the right wing. CNN received a similar bomb addressed to Mr. Obama's CIA Director John Brennan, and the discovery of the device caused a mass evacuation of the Time Warner Center in Midtown Manhattan, where the network is located. None of the devices harmed anyone, but a law enforcement official said they were similar to one found Monday at the home of George Soros, the billionaire philanthropist and liberal donor. Investigators were seeking to determine whether the devices were sent by the same person or persons. Coming less than 2 weeks before the midterm elections, the discovery of the pipe bombs reverberated across a country already on edge, stirring anew questions about whether political discourse had grown too vitriolic.
Dude, you know what's crazy about this whole thing? I mean, obviously, there's not enough information to really say, hey, who, what, when, where, and why about this. Besides, like,
well, Twitter has already declared it the MAGA bomber.
But here's the fucking problem.
It's trending.
Well, I mean, obviously, people are going to jump.
It's trending.
Dude, it's trending. But that was the point I was going to make. The conspiracy theorists on the left and the right are just going to go ape shit.
Oh, they already are. In fact, I have stories about that. This is the right-wing commentators have already decided the explosive packages are a false flag.
And of course, Alex Jones, our good friend.
So whenever there's violence, and it turns out to be a right-wing dude that did it, this is what happens.
It's fake.
It's fake.
Didn't happen.
That only happens. It's only liberals would do that. When the truth is actually in the inverse. Most of the actual political violence that's happened in this country has had a right-wing connection.
Well, the funny thing is this. Yesterday, like when it was just Soros that got the bomb, I remember a bunch of right-wingers on Twitter
Not a shock,
good,
TJ.
Good, blow them up. And now today, when they realize that this is a bigger issue that might actually affect the midterms in some way, now they're like, conservatives would never do this. It's like we were just celebrating this yesterday.
Here's
the
the
liberals mailed pipe bombs to themselves.
Here's
Brilliant.
the problem, TJ. Here's the problem with America right now and what we're facing, TJ. We're facing a red wave. There's a red wave, and the only way the Democrats can do it and stop this red wave, they're going to keep America safe. Look, there's a caravan heading this way right now, TJ, full of illegal aliens who are going to rape and murder and pillage and kill.
Oh yeah, they're trying to distract from that.
So anyway, I'm going to read some of these the hot takes here.
Okay.
This is Frank Gaffney. I don't know who he is.
Somebody.
He's some kind of right-winger or whatever. None of the leftists ostensibly targeted for pipe bombs were actually at serious risk, since security details would be screening their mail. So let's determine not only who is responsible for these bombs, but whether they were trying to deflect attention from the left's mobs.
Let's see if this holds up to scrutiny. Let's say that it was pipe bombs were mailed to Donald Trump, and the left was saying the same thing that he's saying. What would he agree with it? The left was like, "Oh, this doesn't even really a big deal because President Trump it's never going to get anywhere near him because he's got security." So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
no big deal.
This is a avowed coward, Ann Coulter.
Yeah, the bitch that's too cowardly to debate.
The pussy with a pussy.
The cunt with a cunt. The cuntiest cunt. The cowardly cunt, Ann Coulter. From the Haymarket riot.
That was beautiful.
Coulter, the cowardly cunt.
Coulter.
I'm Coulter, the cowardly cunt.
I just want to see a Wizard of Oz remake with her as the cowardly cunt instead of the cowardly lion.
Yeah, maybe Dorothy encounters all sorts of right-wingers there.
Yeah, it'd be great.
From the Haymarket riot to the Unabomber, bombs are a liberal tactic. Okay. I don't know how liberal the Unabomber was. He seemed kind of like
Insane.
He seemed kind of like insane and sort of beyond the normal political spectrum.
TJ, he was clearly
Technophobic
a
and
leftist
anti-civilization is not exactly... Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess it's technically left-wing.
Michael Flynn Jr. is now deleting some of his tweets suggesting the bombs were Democratic false flag operations. I preserved some of them for posterity, so let's take a look at those really quick. Folks deleted a few tweets, not all, related to this ongoing craziness. I don't know if it's a false flag. However, I hate the timing as it proves a perfect narrative for the Democrats going into the mid-terms. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess whatever.
It's highly suspicious.
These explosive packages, in quotation marks, because they, of course, they weren't real pipe bombs. Oh, actually, they were. So, were being sent to the hashtag media, and high-profile Democrats has Soros astroturfing written all over it, so the media can paint the hashtag GOP as the dangerous mob. Pure BS.
Yeah. Citation needed.
Where is your fucking evidence? There's no evidence that this is a false flag.
There is none.
There's no evidence.
You're not going to get it.
Dude, there was even a news story I saw.
Look, let me just put it out there. Is it possible that some liberals are doing this to make it seem like it's right-wing violence to influence the midterms? Is
Absolutely.
that possible? It is possible. Is there any evidence to suggest that's what happened? No.
Is it also equally probable that there could be a loony Trump supporter
I would say
that's
it's-
been listening
I
to
would say
Sean
it's a-
Hannity his whole life and how these people are vampires and horrible people?
It's an order of magnitude more likely. Usually when you send bombs to one side, it turns out more often to be the
Right.
other side doing it.
I mean, false flags happen.
They do.
It's a thing, but they're rarer than actual attacks.
There was
Right.
actually a news story, too, that the White House
Use a little Occam's razor here.
did not receive any packages. I know the news story. It's like, Trump didn't get anything. Dun, dun, dun.
So 4chan, of course, already is all saying it's conspiracy.
It's fucking 4chan. Who gives a shit?
Investigators need to take a serious look at far-left groups like Antifa when investigating the bombs sent to Soros, Obama, and the Clintons. They smell like the false flag tactics of unhinged leftists who know they're losing. I have another article that shows some other people's stuff.
Hot takes.
This is a total false flag operation. My guess is we'll never find out who sent / planted these bombs. I condemn all political violence, but again, the timing is bullshit. Just too coincidental that 2 weeks before Election Day, as the blue wave has turned into a ripple and the left is losing ground because of incivility and violent rhetoric, explosive devices show up in the mailboxes of Soros, Clinton, and Obama. Here's my bet. This is Kurt Schlichter. Here's my bet. No one will be arrested for these alleged mail bombs. After dozens of college campus hoaxes by leftists, I don't buy this super convenient turn of events.
These packages were sent to right-wing politicians. These tweets would all be about leftist extremist violence.
Antifa mailed these
The need to
packages.
take it seriously. I mean, it's just fucking so easy and so simple to see the bias here.
So let me get this straight. In the course of 2 days, an explosive device was found near George Soros' home. CNN in New York City is evacuated for suspicious package. Secret Service intercepted suspicious packages for Obama and Clinton. Then she puts the little face. I'm not buying it at all. So a lot of the right-wingers are just instantly going into conspiracy mode.
Of course.
And, look, I don't think is it inappropriate to speculate that maybe this might be a false flag? I don't think it's inappropriate to put that out there as a possibility. But to act this sure about it, to act like this is definitely like the left wing is doing this to itself to influence the midterms, like you have zero fucking evidence.
well,
You have zero evidence.
People just need to face up to the fact, and this happened a long time ago. It's nothing new, that we live in a fucking post-truth society. It doesn't matter what happened. Everyone's just suspicious of everything. No one trusts anybody. We're hyper-polarized. And anything that happens is now just going to be spun however your side wants it to be spun. If it looks bad for your side, it's the other side that actually did it. Snowball did it.
So
It wasn't us.
Last thing we have on this, our beloved leader, Donald Trump, has issued a statement. And we're
The
gonna take a
safety
listen.
of the
wonderful.
American people is my highest
We're going to be so safe.
absolute priority. I have just concluded a briefing with the FBI, Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and the U.S. Secret Service.
Hopefully they use
As we
pictures.
speak-
Big pictures. So you can understand what the fuck they were talking about.
They have to, yeah. They put his briefings in a children's book. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, here's what's going on in a day in America. They're up all night making little pop-ups for it.
Sir, we've intercepted some pipe bombs. Why would they put a bomb in a pipe? Do these people even smoke pipes? I don't know.
The packages are being inspected by top explosive experts, and a major federal investigation is now underway. The full weight of our government is being deployed to conduct this investigation and bring those responsible for these despicable acts to justice.
Trump, you fucking told the entire American fucking public that you thought Hillary Clinton should be locked up. but now you give a shit about what happens to her? Come on. Donald Trump don't give a flying
These people
fuck.
that I hate
my,
now, I'm
my
very
political
concerned
enemies,
about their safety.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about the safety of my political enemies. I mean, come on, dude. It's either all show or it's all bullshit. Probably
We will
both.
spare no resources or expense in this effort. And I just want to tell you that in these times, we have to unify. We have to come together
Oh, fuck you.
and
Come
send one
together.
very clear, strong, unmistakable message that acts or threats of political violence of any kind
Dude,
have
I'm
no
so
place
sick
in
of
the
this
United
fucking
States.
unify shit. Hey, everybody, just turn your brain off and unify. What are we ants now? Well, what are we supposed to be? We're just supposed to go, oh, I had all these ideas and thoughts, but now because something bad happened, I just have to turn my brain off and just say, everyone has to get along. How's the fuck's that going to happen? It's such an empty fucking thing to say in this time. People need to unify. How? How does that happen? Just,
Unify under my agenda.
yeah, essentially that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, the problem is when the left says unify, they mean let's unify on the left, and when the right says unify, they mean let's unify on the right, and
It's just not going to happen.
no one actually gives a shit about finding some actual unity because that would involve way too many compromises for anyone's comfort. And, it would just make everyone miserable. Honestly, like, unification would make everybody fucking hate themselves in life because it would just be we've come to all these compromises that don't really please anyone, and now we're united in this
Okay, what's all a joke?
centrist
We have
platform.
a Republican president, we have a Republican Senate, and we have a Republican Congress. The government's about as unified as it's going to fucking be.
But, yeah, so thank God Trump's on the case, though.
Oh, yeah. Man, thank God a competent administrator with a cool, level head is on the case in these trying political times. You know what I mean? Somebody that has the wisdom to unite and not divide, the wisdom to try and reach across political boundaries at these ever more vitriolic times. Somebody who has a really, really healthy self-regard, but also a deep well of empathy. So a man like Trump is exactly what we need.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
Exactly
Oh, dude,
what
just
we
look
need.
at either fucking side and you realize how fucked
Sharp
this
as a
country
tack,
is, dude.
that guy.
Dude, you have this buffoon on this side, and the other side you have people going, I'm going to yell at the sky because I'm mad that Trump was elected. It's like, oh, fuck, dude, we're so fucked.
Yeah, it's over, dude.
Climate change, people denying the effectiveness of vaccines, diseases spreading. I mean, come on, dude. The national,
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Paul, didn't you tell me some shit about like national debt was like is basically on a trajectory just to explode to like 300 or 400%?
It's fucking
of our
retarded.
GDP.
It like if you look at the actual like the national debt going back to like 1980 when it was relatively balanced, our budget and our GDP and our debt relatively balanced. Every once in a while the debt would go a little higher, but since about 1980, it's just been on like a total trajectory straight upwards. It's just like this giant ocean of debt that there's absolutely no way we're ever going to pay back with our manufacturing base as destroyed and non-existent as it is. Dude, we just can't keep up. We're borrowing hand over fist way more money than we can ever conceivably pay back in 1,000 lifetimes. It's over. Like, there's no way. Those chickens are coming home to roost every day. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares about it. Trump, the great fiscal conservative, the guy that was going to trim the fat, has ballooned the debt.
Oh, dude, he has made the deficit go into the trillions.
Yeah.